The very foundation of philosophy is logic. It's a way of thinking of things. It's a way of examining things. And it's actually a lot simpler than you might think. A basic logical argument is premises supporting a conclusion. Premises being pieces of information that we use to prove a conclusion, to prove our final point. Remember geometry class when you were in high school doing proofs? We would use all of these mathematical theorems to eventually get to that final point that we were trying to prove. That was a logical syllogism. That's all it is. Premises proving a conclusion. Let's try one. The Oval Office is inside the White House. The White House is in Washington, D.C. Therefore, the Oval Office is in Washington, D.C. That is what we call a sound logical argument. It's sound because, first, it's valid. Valid meaning that the premises support the conclusion. It's sound because the premises and the conclusion are true. Now, it's possible for an argument to be valid, the premises support the conclusion, but not sound, meaning one or more of the premises are false, and the conclusion may be false. Here's an example. All philosophy teachers are millionaires. John is a philosophy teacher. Therefore, John is a millionaire. Well, if we examine just the logic, we see that it's logically valid. What I do is I apply what I call the if and then test. If all philosophy teachers are millionaires and John is a philosophy teacher, then John is a millionaire. Well, yeah, that makes sense. There's a logic to it. It does flow. The premises support the conclusion. If all philosophy teachers were millionaires, and I'm a philosophy teacher, then it would stand to logically reason that I would be a millionaire. The problem is the first premise is false. We are proceeding from a false premise. Not all philosophy teachers are millionaires. And the conclusion is also false. I am not a millionaire. Proceeding from a false premise is one of the most common ways to make a bad argument. In fact, I saw it happen on live television about 2 years ago. CNN's Jake Tapper was interviewing Ted Crockett, a spokesperson for Judge Roy Moore, who was running for a Senate seat in Alabama. And it all unfolded right before me. Let's take a look.
Judge Moore has also said that he doesn't think a Muslim member of Congress should be allowed to be in Congress. Why? Under what provision of the Constitution?
Because you have to swear on the Bible. When you are before, I had to do it. I'm an elected official, 3 terms. I had to swear on a Bible. You have to swear on a Bible to be an elected official in the United States of America. He alleges that a Muslim cannot do that ethically, swearing on the Bible.
Okay, now, as disturbing as the argument is that Mr. Crockett was trying to make, let's examine it purely from a logical, philosophical standpoint. Premise number 1. In order to serve as an elected official in the United States, one must swear on a Christian Bible. Premise number 2. A Muslim cannot ethically swear on a Christian Bible. Conclusion. A Muslim cannot serve as an elected official in the United States. Purely from a logical point of view, that logic does flow. That is a logically valid argument. I'm not saying it's sound or that it's true, but the logic flows. Let's apply the if and then test. If, in order to serve as an elected official in the United States, one must swear on a Christian Bible, and Muslims cannot ethically swear on a Christian Bible, then Muslims would not be able to serve as elected officials in the United States. The problem is the first premise is false. Mr. Tapper pointed that out to Mr. Crockett.
You don't actually have to swear on a Christian Bible. You can swear on anything, really. I don't know if you knew that. You can swear on a Jewish Bible.
Oh, no, I swore on the Bible. I've done it 3 times.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've picked a Bible, but the law is not that you have to swear on a Christian Bible. That is not the law.
And TV does not get better than this.
You don't know that?
Okay, it just got a little bit better.
All right, Ted Crockett with
I don't know. I know that Donald Trump did it when we made him president.
Because he's Christian and he picked it. That's what he wanted to. That's what he wanted to swear in on. Ted Crockett with the Moore campaign. Good luck tonight. Thank you so much for being here. My panel will react when we get back.
Merry Christmas, Jay.
Thank you, sir.
And this is what happens when you proceed from a false premise. Just one false piece of information in what you were using to try to prove your point will crumble your argument. That is the importance and the value of logic.